The disappearance of Tammy Mahoney. Tammy Mahoney was only 19 years old when she vanished. She was born and raised in Long Island, New York with her family, but was living in Oneida, New York with her boyfriend. When she vanished, she had dreams of becoming a veterinarian and was even attending the State University of New York at Morrisville. She was studying animal husbandry during her freshman year but did not attend her sophomore year. It wasn't unusual for Tammy to disappear for a few days, but she always returned. Her longest time away was 18 days. Tammy was working as a groomer for Vernon Downs. She would often hitchhike to work because she didn't have a car. 5 days before she vanished, she quit her job because it was too far from where she lived. But she never told her boyfriend that she quit her job. Instead, she would adhere to her usual work schedule. She did apply to Oneida Daily Dispatch, a local newspaper. Tammy was last seen on May 8, 1981, hitchhiking along near Glenwood Shopping Center on Route 46 in Oneida. She was planning to travel to Hamilton, New York, but never made it. Law enforcement believes that a group of 4 unidentified men gave her a ride to the Oneida Indian National Territory, a vast piece of land covering 32 acres along Route 46. It is believed that Tammy was gang raped by these 4 men and then murdered. 3 days later, on May 11, 1981, her boyfriend, Carl, reported her missing. On May 15, 1981, law enforcement received an anonymous wallet that was turned into the Oneida City Police Department. It is believed that the owner of the wallet has information directly related to Tammy's case. While the federal government did step in to assist with Tammy's case, charges cannot be filed until her body is recovered. Over time, law enforcement conducted multiple searches spanning from Route 46, where she was last seen, to a dig site off Chestnut Ridge, and the area she was supposedly picked up. An extensive search of the area produced no clues as to her whereabouts. Mahoney's disappearance was reclassified as a probable homicide sometime afterwards. Her family lived on Long Island, New York at the time of her disappearance. They stated she was close to them and kept in regular contact, and they did not believe she would have left without warning. Investigators announced that they identified several male suspects in Mahoney's presumed murder in the spring of 2002. The men's names have not been publicly released, but not all of the suspects are members of the Oneida Indian Nation. Authorities said that dozens of witnesses were inside the trailer at the time of her homicide, and the murder suspects still live in the local area. The federal government will prosecute Mahoney's case, since she was allegedly killed on Indian Nation property. Investigators cannot file charges against anyone until her body is recovered. A man's wallet was turned into authorities by an unidentified individual several days after Mahoney disappeared. The wallet was located on the territory, and investigators said it is connected to her case. The identity of its owner has not been divulged, but officials requested that the person who recovered the item contact detectives in order to obtain additional evidence. Someone scrawled a message and the names of 2 alleged suspects on a reward flyer posted in a guy, a gal, and a laundromat in Vernon, New York in March 2002. A pond was located in the area at the time of Mahoney's disappearance, but was filled in some time afterwards. No evidence was uncovered during the search. Investigators said that they did not believe her remains were still inside the car, but materials related to her case may be inside the vehicle. In March 2022, the FBI has confirmed with certainty the last known location of Tammy Mahoney, who went missing at the age of 19 in Oneida in 1981. The FBI's Albany field office released a statement that they have officially updated the information regarding Mahoney's last known whereabouts. On May 8, 1981, Mahoney was 19 when she went missing. Authorities have previously said Mahoney had been seen hitchhiking along Route 46 that night, The FBI has now confirmed that Mahoney was picked up and brought to a party at a residence on Territory Road East, off Route 46. FBI officials said several credible witnesses have come forward with information that Mahoney left the residence on foot after an altercation. She was never seen again. We continue to work diligently to exhaust every lead and bring the Mahoney family the justice they have waited so long for. We remain incredibly grateful to those who have come forward and responded to our requests for information, FBI officials said. We are now focused on what happened after Tammy left the party and where she may have ended up. The FBI has offered a $20.00 reward for information leading to the recovery of Mahoney's body and/or the prosecution of those responsible for her disappearance. The Oneida Nation, where her murder is believed to have taken place, is also offering $20,000 to whoever helps solve the case. But until now, her disappearance remains unsolved up to this day. No body was found, still no answer after 2 decades. What is the real story behind her disappearance? Is her disappearance will remain unsolved?